It has been over 4 months since I posted my last Cobblemon X Create video, and I really wasn't sure I was going to post another. But I've been reading your comments, and I know there's a lot of you who really wanted it to return, so I'm back. This is a series where I combine my love of shiny Pokemon and my interest in the Create mod to build a bee-inspired paradise. So far, I've built a golden starter base, a fully automatic andesite farm, a Create mod apricorn farm, and a train station for my future trains. And I have a whole lot more to create. I recently caught a shiny aerodactyl using Pokesnacks on the BattleCraft SMP, which has inspired me to make a return to this series and attempt building an automatic Pokesnack factory using the Create mod. So I'm thinking up in this area, it could be really cool to make an automatic Pokesnack factory so we can do some really epic shiny hunts. I've had some ideas for some really fun shiny hunts that I was going to do on the BattleCraft SMP, but it's ending or has ended, and that doesn't really work for me anymore. So now I'm trying to figure out where can I do these, because the Shiny Living Deck series, which is going to be coming out soon, I'm working on it. It's a huge project and there's a lot of stuff to do. It's coming, but it's not going to be ready for a little bit, at least the first episode. So that means I would like to do something else about some shiny hunts, maybe like an A to Z shiny hunt, or like a specific color only shiny hunt. And because CXC is now in Cobblemon 1.7, we have a chance to use some Pokesnacks. So I've cleared out a little bit of a space down here because on this area I want to put the farms like Vivichokes and Hardy Grains and even a sugarcane farm, because it's always useful. Let's be honest, it's always useful. But I want to use harvesters here on the bottom that just kind of roll back and forth. So I'm probably going to do a contraption. And then up top, we're going to have the actual honey production and moo milk production. Not that I really know how I'm doing the moo milk production yet, but we'll figure that one out. But we don't have Hardy Grains. Nope. The server has obviously been updated to 1.7. I've been on the server since 1.7, but I haven't done anything. So that means we're going to have to go and see if we can't find some Hardy Grains, and I don't really know where to go. Searching for Hardy Grains took me entirely too long. I was sure that once I hit unexplored chunks, they would be right there waiting for me along a river's edge, but that was not the case. The hunt for Hardy Grains spanned 2 IRL days, and I started to wonder if they even existed. But at least I got to explore some new structures along the way. The first structure gave me materials for our future train, guarded by some poorly equipped skeletons. The second structure I found out in the water near the largest mushroom fields biome I have ever seen. And while the mushroom island was an epic find, the water structure had only basic loot, and I left pretty disappointed. Guys, we just got another shiny spawn in over here. Just as I was about to say, forget this. And unfortunately, it is a male Combi, but you know what? At least it's another shiny. I don't know what's with the Hardy Grains, cannot find any at all. So I'm gonna ask you guys, because I don't really know why this isn't working. This is kind of ridiculous. So I ended up messaging Casey, and he said, we've just been super unlucky with the Hardy Grains. So we have to get back out there and we have to get this thing. It's there, it's somewhere there. We just have to be better at finding it, apparently. Guys, I think we just found it. Oh, we finally found it, let's go. Oh my goodness, this has taken entirely too long. But look at it, we finally have some Hardy Grains and we can finally finish off our farm. Or start our farm, you know, same thing. I am back with our rewards, guys. Look at this, 5 Hardy Grains. We definitely have to start growing them so that we can get a bigger amount. But we have sugarcane because that's just a necessary thing for all the time. We have Vivichoke seeds, which will be growing, and then we'll be able to get the ones on the other side. And then right here, we're gonna have the actual Hardy Grains. We'll make this work, and I'm sure whatever plan I have for harvesting will work fine. We won't have any problems whatsoever, right? And now we have to think of how we're gonna harvest this. Now, of course, this one does a loop in a circle, but I'm thinking gantries, honestly, because we've got gantries here working in our apricorn farm, which just has like the deployers going here, punching them off, and then the gantry that spins up and down with the gantry carriage. Now, do I remember how exactly to do that? Well, no, definitely not. But I'm sure we can figure it out. So we're gonna need the gantry like this. Okay, sure, yep, I definitely know what I'm doing. I do not, guys, at all. Yes, okay, so we're actually gonna have to put the gantry carriage down one. So if we put this like that, can we do that? Can I take this away then? I can. Okay. Well, guys, maybe this will work. I don't know. It is very, very slowly turning. Okay, well, that's a good thing. Okay, the gantry carriage needs to move. How do you make gantry carriage move again? I have forgotten. Guys, I've done it. It's very slow, but I've done it. Okay, the things are not going into the chest or into the into the barrels, but at least we know it is moving and it is working. Now, all it is moving and working on right now is legit just a lever on, and so we'll need like timers and that kind of thing, but at least we know it now moves. We've gotten step 1 done. Now, we do actually have 18 in there, which means it did harvest the top ones. If I, guys, okay. This one doesn't have anything in it, but that guy on that side does. So what does this mean for me? I don't really know. This part of our automatic Pokesnack factory was driving me crazy. I didn't do any pre-planning in a creative world, as I often do when it comes to more technical farms, and I could not wrap my head around what I was doing wrong. So I went back to the drawing board and stole an already working farm design. These farms should have been completed within a couple of hours, not days, and I really needed something to work right. Okay, I've changed my mind. Yep, that's what we've done here. Gantries are stupid, guys. They were frustrating me too much, so I have altered my plans, and I have just realized one itty-bitty problem, and that is these are going to be destroyed on that level, which can't happen. So I think we're actually going to take this down again, and I am going to just switch this up a little bit. Can I switch it up? Well, here's to hoping I can. So basically what I'm thinking is if we were to do something like this, we could potentially have all of the Vivichokes here, and maybe we make a different sugarcane farm. Like, the sugarcane is not something we're like needing to make with this one, but if we grab the rest of these guys, and I'm just gonna make the seeds out of them. We'll have to plant more at some point here, but this is what we got. So that means that the hardy grains will grow up there. They'll be destroyed, and then we're going to have the Vivichokes there, hopefully replanted, and then all we have to think about here is sugarcane. Like, if we want the sugarcane, we basically have to dig a hole and plant them down lower, but then it's like water, they need to be beside water, so I'm not sure that's the best plan. I think we're gonna just leave the sugarcane out for now, and we'll try and think about a way that we could do it. But since these guys all, yeah, they're getting harvested on the same layer, I think we're just gonna do this. If I'm gonna grow one of these and it's gonna harvest, is it gonna automatically replant with the harvesters? It does. Let's go. Guys, we don't even need deployers or anything like that. We can just do this. So if that's the case, then I am going to sit here for a bit as these things grow up, and we're going to plant stuff in, because I think once we actually get items, hopefully the portable interface will work, and we can then just shoot the items out onto a belt and use them in our actual factory. I kind of find that interesting that one's speed is going differently. But see, it's only going there, so I'm unsure why we're not having these things. Oh, I know why now. I didn't actually connect it. Guys, we gotta glue that together. Okay, hold up. That is why this is not properly working. I forgot to finish off the gluing. So I'm gonna just wait until this comes around, and then I need to just right click it, which always does break the dirt underneath. But basically what we're gonna have to do here is, first off, we need to remove that, and we need to remove this glue, because it is never good to have the extra glue when you don't need it. Why does it keep saying that? Selected blocks must be connected. The problem is they are connected. Well, there goes my glue. Yeah, selected blocks must be connected. They are. Why are you saying they're not? That is connected though. What does this, what? Guys, it's working now. I have no idea what just happened there, but now it is working. Oh my gosh, that's so frustrating. Okay, so basically this is what's gonna happen. It's just gonna spin around in circles. They're going to meet in the middle. They're gonna do a little kissy kissy, and then it's gonna drop out onto this belt, which we will then use to take our items and filter them into the proper places to make our Pokesnacks. This is taking entirely too long, but at least we got step 1 done. Or 2. Are we on step 2 now? Maybe that's what it is. Okay, since we have this part done, let's just do a little bit of decoration. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I know it needs to be decorated a little bit. Doesn't look like much yet, but we're getting there. Things are looking decent, guys. There's definitely some fixing and detailing and, you know, making the roofline look a lot better and maybe making it so it doesn't blend in so much with our pathway. There's things to be done. However, I want to take a little tiny break because I want to go on an adventure. So down here is where we're going to have our honey farm and a few other bits and pieces we're going to need. Probably we'll have a gold farm down here as well, because I do have apples that should be just down below this. I do have free cam here. Yes, right here. This is our apple barrel from my tree farm over there. So we can siphon those apples upwards and we can make golden apples for our shiny chances for our Pokesnacks. But I want some decoration blocks, guys. I really want terracotta. I think the color of having like some green terracotta or something like that could be really cool. And while I've used terracotta before, you know, in my builds here and there, I've been doing it solely from cooking down from clay, and I don't really want to do that. I want the actual thing. So we need to go and find a mesa. Honestly, Badlands, whatever you want to call it, we need to go and find one. And I think we might head that direction. When you're on a time crunch, randomly heading out to find a new biome is a really bad idea. I was very unsuccessful for many hours, at least in terms of finding the biome I needed. Shiny Pokemon, on the other hand, well, thankfully one of them showed up while I was searching. But after a few hours of hunting, I finally went to a creative copy of this world that I have and asked it to locate me a Badlands biome. It was a lot closer to spawn than I realized, as I was over 5,000 blocks away from it. Well, this place is looking pretty cleaned up here. I mean, obviously there is loads more terracotta we could be taking, but my pickaxe is hurting and I do not have mending. So we are going to work our way home, and I'm actually just gonna see if I can find some lava and make for ourselves a portal so that I can come back here easier. Okay, I'm sure this is safe. Haha, let's go. Return to sender. Let me just pick up all of those things and continue on. I've got for myself some green terracotta and I want to start laying things out. So I do want this to be a little bit of a covered porch, but I also don't want to have the walls starting all the way back here. I want them a little bit closer. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a covered porch of 1, 2, 3 maybe. And then I think we go upwards. This is going to need to be detailed and all of that kind of thing, but I want to just kind of get the vibes in here, see what it kind of looks like, and work from there. This also needs to be dug out further. Obviously, there's not enough room here for everything that we need, but I also can't go up any further because see, this right here, this is water and plant life right on the other side. So I might actually end up digging this down one more so that we can have a roof block there and it's not like super low. So you just like walk into the build and then step down a few blocks. I think that'll be fine too. Okay, I do like the green for sure. I think that is a nice kind of color shift. Of course, once we get like the details on windows / doors / whatever we want, it'll help a lot because right now it's just like a flat wall. But I'm still very much not loving the fact that this is tough and all of that is tough. I don't really want to change it a lot because I think I like having like the stone vibes up top here. But I'm also like, it just feels like it's too much tough with all of the tough that's going on over here, right? Like it just, I don't know, it just feels like a lot. So I'm gonna keep leaving it right now and we're gonna continue working down here. And what I think I want is a front door that kind of matches this entrance right here. So we're gonna have like a 3-wide door that is centered. And then I think on these ones, we're going to make them into windows. So maybe even just something like that. And then on this side as well. This is feeling a little convoluted and there's probably more compact ways to do it, but we're making a gold farm. And this is my current strategy. So this is a very small cobblestone generator. So the cobblestone is supposed to be ground, turning into gravel, and the gravel is then ground again to turn it into sand. We'll have sand, flint, and clay balls. So the flint will go over in here as well as the clay balls that are created. So flint and clay balls go into here. Flint stays in this. The clay balls come out onto this belt, and then this one right here gets all of the sand, which I will wash. And then on this belt, it will be all clay balls, which will go into this basin, which will be pounded with this mechanical press into terracotta, which will then go out onto this belt, and it will be cooked. Because this is not terracotta, my bad. This is this is going to be pounded into just clay blocks, which then are going to be cooked right here on this belt into terracotta, which will then go over onto this belt, which is where we need to grind. Well, actually, I'm really hoping we can do cooking up to like here, and then we'll have like a brass funnel kind of thing here, so that we can make sure that the only thing going through is terracotta. And then on this side, we can... So if it's cooked into terracotta, on this side we can actually grind it, which might mean I need to push this back, but you know what? We'll work out that later. So then it will be milled down with these stones on this side so that then we get red sand from it. Yeah, so the terracotta, cooked terracotta in through here will be ground down into red sand, which then needs to be washed into gold nuggets and dry bushes. So my hope is on this line, it will be washed, which then we can put it into another basin with another mechanical press over here, which will turn it into gold ingots, which is what we're going to be using then for our apples that are down underneath there to make them into gold apples. Guys, this is a little convoluted, and I'm sure I'm doing it the hardest way possible, but sometimes you just gotta like mess around with a few things and hope for the best. So I still have to put all the power in and obviously figure out the situation. We gotta get the cooking aspect in and the filters all set and the like. So I'm gonna do that. Probably not gonna take you long because I think it's gonna be a very frustrating process, but I will try and get that all working, and hopefully when I bring you back, it will be working and we will have gold ingots being made. Unfortunately, it was not that simple. As I was trying to pull power from my current windmills, my system kept getting overstressed and I didn't know how to create more power. Thankfully, Minnie came home from work and told me to make a new windmill I could hide underground, and I'm very glad for the tip because it worked so much better. This is in no way pretty at all. Guys, this is so bad. It works, I think. We're about to test that, but this is so bad in terms of what this looks like and how to move around. Maybe we'll fix it. More than likely, we're just gonna say it's functional and we're gonna leave it like that. I'll decorate it, obviously, but yeah. This is kind of wild, but my hope is it works. And the way that we're gonna figure out if this actually works is to use even more gearboxes, because who doesn't love more gearboxes? And we are going to get this vertical box here. No, we're gonna have to do it this way. Vertical box and then normal one. That should then make that go down onto the belt. Yes? No? Maybe so? Okay, there we go. First one. Why are we not seeing it? Okay, hold up. Something's wrong. What have I done? And how can I fix it without dying in all the spaghetti? Haha, that's what I've done wrong. Okay, so we just have to extend that here. Nope. Let me just maybe remove that and then just extend that. And then we just need to put one more guy in there. Okay. Why I couldn't just go across here? Beyond me. Probably a directional thing. I'm sure that's was planned all along. So now we do this. There we go. Don't get into the cracks and crannies. So that becomes sand, gravel. Yeah, so it becomes gravel, then it becomes sand. Sand goes into there. Oh dear. Oh, I have to let things in. Hold up. Gotta stop it. Okay, hold up. So we've got all of the sand, but we have to let the sand in. Okay, so when gravel is ground, it becomes sand, but it also can have flint and other stuff. So what we need to do is we need to grab my filters, which I have clearly put into a different backpack. Here we go. So we're gonna take one of these filter lists. Oh, the lag. I don't know why so much lag. Probably because I have a lot running right now. We are going to search sand because we want just sand, just normal sand. Thank you. We want sand to be enabled. We want flint. And we want clay. But just the clay balls. So all of these we want done, which then should go there, which should mean those guys should go in. On this side, I need the sand to be accepted. Oh, there's sand down here. We'll just take one. I need the sand to be accepted, and I need the sand to come here so it can be washed. Unsure why this is not currently working, because I feel like this should work if you do the filter right. Guys, there was something else in it. This is why it wasn't working. Okay, so hold up. Let's put that back. We're gonna put the gearbox right there. It's gonna start the system again, and we're gonna hope we got it right this time. Watching this footage back, I am noticing so many things I missed while building this, but after realizing the tunnels don't let things into vaults, I had to extend the belt by 1 and add a brass funnel that only accepted flint and clay balls. It meant my vault became smaller, but at least the system works now. I'm going to probably leave this running while I go make supper, and hopefully nothing drastic happens that breaks things completely. Okay, I asked Minnie to come and look at this for me just to see any, things he could suggest. And one of the things he said is it's very slow, which obviously it is very slow. I was literally just using this windmill down here and directing the power up without speeding it up at all. So I have adjusted that. As you can maybe tell by these lovely cogwheels over here. We've got a big one into a small one, which means now this is powered at 512 SU, and our fans, which is the thing I was mainly trying to speed up, are now at 128 instead of 64. It just means this is going through a little bit faster and finishing the washing process. I'm sure we could make it more efficient, but I like the fact that this is something that I have created myself, despite how ugly it currently is. We hopefully will fix that, and it is working, and that's the important part. So I have made it here so the gold goes out onto this belt, which then gets stored into this item vault. So we only have 2 gold ingots right now, which is not a lot. I'm going to work on this for a bit. Probably don't need to watch my frustration as I try and figure this out. Or, the lag that is currently happening. So hopefully I'll figure it out. I'll bring you guys back when that happens. Well, it is a new day, and I did go AFK for a bunch of the overnight. I don't know how long I actually did, because when I logged on this morning onto my computer, I had been logged off at some point last night, but we do have 33 gold ingots. I don't know if that's good or bad. I feel like it's bad. So speed-wise, we really need to speed this up, and I really don't know what else to do except for to add these cogwheels to get it to go faster, like the actual washing piece. I did make a couple of more cobblestone generator drills over there, so now there's 3. I'm not entirely sure what the best way forwards is, but yeah, it's not super fast, and we do have to figure out a way to make it faster. Feel free to leave a comment down below with a way that I can actually do that. That would be amazing. But in the meantime, while this is running, I have some more work I need to do. This place is needing to be finished. It is already Friday, guys, and I want weekly videos back, which means sometimes maybe I won't finish full-on projects and we just see what we can't do, because I feel like in today's episode, everything's gone wrong. Couldn't find our hardy grains. We had to spend all of this time searching around the world and it wasn't working. And then of course the farm upstairs took me a while to figure out, and the gold farm's taken me a while. So everything has taken me a lot longer than it was supposed to. So I want to see what we can't do for a few hours here and try and decorate this up, put in the bee farm side of things, and who knows, maybe we'll try to even pull the apples up as well. And see what we can't do about that, but I still want this episode to go out tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. So this should work, fingers crossed. So basically all it should be doing is dropping off the honey bottles out onto this belt, which will then put it into this one, which will then store it in there. So the only thing we have to do is I just need some filters, not filters, shoots, things, these things, andesite funnels. So it just dried kelp, I think, is the thing we are missing, and we can go grab some of that here pretty quick, because we just need something that will release the bottles onto the back. I mean, we could probably use the brass ones too. It's just the brass ones are more expensive, and I'm not set up for like unlimited brass stuff, so I'm just going to use the andesite ones because we don't need to like really filter it. It's just the matter of this needs to physically come out of here. So if I remove this, we'll deal with it later. Just pick those things up. I should just be able to do this. And then we just need to drop it this way. And once we have stuff in there, they should go all the way down and get stored into this, which now has stone in it, but that's okay. What I need right now is actually a depot. I think that's what I need. Yes. So we're gonna need one of these right here. I'm going to put it, the leg. I'm gonna put it here, and then I am going to put a brass funnel right there, and we can obviously put a filter or anything like that that we need, but yeah, we'll have that come out on here, so we'll always have honey bottles, and then we can cook whatever we want in here. Guys, okay, we are almost got everything we need. Obviously, I need to make the apples. The gold needs to continue running because right now we can make what, like 4 apples? I don't know. It's a very small amount. So we need to figure out that to speed up the gold farm. We need to put the honey bottles in. I am going to wait, or the hives in. I am going to just wait until nighttime because I'm a little concerned they'll fly out on me and I don't want that. And of course, we do need to figure out the berries because I don't have all of the berries. So I would like to definitely get that. And of course, we need to gather everything from up here, and we do need to drop it down to the bottom. But ultimately, guys, I am so happy that I got at least this part done. These were the most frustrating farms for me, and definitely things I really didn't know how to do before I started. So it has taken a lot longer than I expected it to, but at least we have the farms set up now. All I need to do is I gotta pull the apples up, and I gotta figure out how to make the farm above me drop all of its items down here so they're all in an easy place that I can grab them and make our Pokesnacks. Which begs the question, which shiny Pokemon should I hunt for first with these Pokesnacks? Let me know down in those comments. Look at that, we got our first honey bottle, let's go. I see myself another shiny. Let's go. Hi, buddy. It's a new one too. Oh, he's so pretty. Look at what a pink squavit. It's so cute. I almost missed him too. Oh, let's go. We got ourselves another shiny, guys. Actually, yes, I do think that is a little bit better. I think it matches in a little bit more with the surroundings. Yes, much better. Needs a few more lights up there. Maybe a ledge that we could put like a potted flower on or something. But I do like that a lot better. Yes. Okay, let me go fix the rest of it. Yes. I think that could work, guys. We need a path to connect up that, but we're gonna have to get rid of the garden here in front or fix it up or do whatever, but we're gonna save that for another time. Guys, we have for ourselves a Poke Snack factory. It may not be fully automatic, but guys, we have all of the items that we're going to need right inside of there, and we can start making Poke Snacks whenever we'd like. I hope you're excited that Cobblemon X Create is back, and I can't wait to make even more here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye for now.